We are Lings Bar. We're a rehabilitation hospital. We basically look after 72 patients here. We normally look after patients who've got some physical long-term conditions. They've got complex needs. They have usually a specific goal or a need or a desire to find their way to either get home, either they need to be able to walk a few steps, to be able to stand and transfer, to be able to get to their own home ideally, and if home first isn't an option, then we do everything we can to help them support them into a right nursing home or residential home, whichever is more appropriate for their needs. Most of our patients come from NUH. They've reached the end of their acute care and would not require the support from an on-site medic in the same way that they would receive here. So we can concentrate on their rehabilitation needs, their recovery needs and their reablement needs. The 3 R's are basically what we concentrate on, and that's what we do at Lings Bar, and that's what our focus is. So what we're taking more on is the more complex patients, patients with more cognitive disorders, patients who have got problems around their housing or their social support network. We've got patients who've often had safeguarding situations that they need support getting through. They can often be in situations where their home situation is less than ideal, that the person previously caring for them can no longer do so. We spend a lot of time being concerned about the length of stay for the patients at Lings Bar, and we knew that it was much higher than it needed to be. It was around 40, 50 days in some instances. If for patient safety purposes, the longer patients are in hospital, the iller they become, the less good their outcomes are, the greater their mortality rate. So we were doing nobody any favours by keeping them here longer. So we've looked at all sorts of different ways to reduce that length of stay down. We've we changed the names of our board rounds to the red to green policy. So we're looking at, are we doing something meaningful for that patient every single day? So that happens at 9 o'clock every morning. We follow that with a safety huddle, which is looking at making sure that we've got the right number of staff on each of the wards so that we're able to fulfil what that patient's need is. As part of that safety huddle, we'll review the incidents from what's happened in the last day or last 72 hours if it's on a Monday, and that will also give us an indication of whether we're meeting the patient's needs as we need to do. We also have our escalation meetings with our business partners and our colleagues in the community, so that if we get to a point where our patient is ready to go home and we aren't able to support them into that, we've got people that we can call on, because it has to be a multidisciplinary team, and it really does have to be a joint process, otherwise we would never get some of our more complex patients home. So we do that twice a week as well. We have pre-meets prior to that. So what's really ingrained in our teams is that we need to know how long our patients have been here, what's their goal, how can we get them there, and who are the best people to support them doing that. We will adapt to whatever our service users need. I believe we're a credit to the trust because we are honest, we are open, we are enthusiastic towards change, and we care about our patients completely.